I'm scared. In this video, I'll react to Eurovision 2018 entries of the second semi-final, as well as 3 automatic qualifiers. But since it's a media expert channel, my reaction video will be different. Wanna know how? Stay with me. That's Eurovision! Hey Eurovision fans, that's Eurovision Ed, or Eurovisioned. How do you prefer? The one and only media expert channel about Eurovision Song Contest on YouTube. My name is Edgars Noskovs. Don't ever try to repeat it. I've gathered experience in media production as news correspondent, host, journalist, as well as cameraman, writer, producer, and director. I work as music video producer and produce virtual concerts for musicians. Thank you for watching this video and checking out my channel. I'll do my reaction video differently. Why? Check out my reaction video to the entries of the first semi-final, where I explain my approach. To give you the most professional, interesting, and reliable first reaction, I'll watch all the entries in the complete package of this year's contest, with full live performances, if it is available at this point. I still have seen live performances only from the first semi-final. The remaining entries, except my country's entries, still remain kinda a mystery for me, so I will watch them now for the first time. I'm ready to get Eurovisioned. So, in the running order of the second semi-final, we start with Norway. Again, kind of projection style, but it's video overlay, which is really interesting, because you have to really be on cue everywhere. Step 1, number 2, step 2, step 3. I hate it. It's already a joking song to me, you know, with such lyrics. He will definitely qualify just because of his, you know, persona, his charisma. Norwegian quality, but the song, I don't like it. And that's Romania. Why most performances this year are inspired by horror movies? I don't get it. Okay, that's striptease, yeah, okay. The thing Latvians actually started in Eurovision. Song doesn't do anything so far for me. Romanians love red short dresses. She does have a powerful voice for sure. If the performance is done really good for this, it might qualify. So next up, Serbia. Is that Einstein? Sad and mellow. That's why you have to love Eurovision. Einstein in leather pants. Okay, the blonde girl is only there just to be blonde. All the singing and all the ethnic singing is done by brunette. It's a nice song. Serbia mostly qualifies.
Together with Jennifer, let's do this.
Awkward. Oh god, what was that? Oh, that's not Valentina? How? Why so many singers this year pick the songs they cannot belt out? Okay, and that's Jennifer, and this won't qualify. I completely agree with you, but you just inattentively bullied me with this song. Okay, this looks like Game of Thrones a bit. He's a Viking or something like. Okay, that's Viking theme, yeah. Okay, it's pretty dark, yet it's motivational kind of has references to Emily de Forest, nature connected, I guess. I can listen to this, like really, I love these motivational tunes. Okay, this part I really don't like it. It's a bit like, you know, like Lord of the Rings or something, I don't know what. The voice is really nice. And again, the flags, as Scandinavic people love them in Eurovision. Before I turn on this live performance, I already respect Russian decision to be consistent with their last year's decision to send one artist who was banned as the sign of respect to her, and that she, in my opinion as well, is worth it, as well as every other healthy person or artist. I mean, I have to say that I like Russian song this year better than last year for sure. Her accent actually got a bit better. Oh god, that's hard. Of course she's nervous, her voice is like obviously shaking. Of course it's hard for her to sing and belt these high notes. because of her disability. I really have to give it up for her courage. The song is not for her, not for her condition. She obviously doesn't perform live a lot, just because of her condition as well. And I really don't want to say this, but for a disabled person, she sings really good. I applaud her for her courage, and this is what actually makes Eurovision a colorful event. Such acts as these. I don't care whether that's cheap move from Russia. What really matters that this girl is actually going through a real struggle, trying to live her dream. The least what we as television viewers can do is to show our support to this performer, not the country, and actually spread some kindness right there. And to those people who still kind of feel shocked about this, and those guys who actually troll Yulia and her performance. Guys, what did you expect from a person whose body is not built to actually sing? But guess what? She does that. And therefore we people without such disabilities and with normally built bodies are nobody to discuss her vocal imperfections or abilities. We're moving to Moldova. Tore dos, my lucky day. That's pretty Moldovan music, yeah. Really nice reference to Soviet movies. If you have ever watched them, it's just so generic. Performance, Balkan, Bazaar, it kind of goes good in Eurovision. Why do I feel embarrassed sometimes by seeing performances of some countries? Okay, the music just doesn't go with their outfits. And it's the Netherlands. I love how Netherlands are pursuing Midwest vibes in Eurovision. I love it. I don't know why, but I like the song. You know, since 2014, Netherlands and their charisma is just, you know, over the top. This has charisma. I think it will qualify. And I like the voice. Now I'm not sure whether these are not playbacks. I hope it's live. Jessica, my old boy from Australia, she seems to have problems with her inner monitors or something. Well, that definitely goes into the final, that's for sure. And they will make really nice performance for her. I'm really sure about that. The voice is nice. Oh, come on, sing. I'm judging you, not the... She reminds me of Mariah Carey a bit, as Eurovision fans would say on drugs. She sounds a bit pitchy though, but she seems a very nice personality at least. And that comes through. Is it Georgian? I'm sorry, it's 2 a.m. But the song is just... It's very ethnic for sure. Yeah, the name suggests it. I guess Georgian ethnic should be something more rhythmical, isn't it? It seems like a Georgian folk song adapted for, you know, kind of pop stage or something a bit. But this is weird. Boring. You know, guys, a lot of black clothes this year, for sure. Look who's talking. Oh, it's really dance tune to dance to. Really reminds me of last year's Norway. It doesn't have vocals on them. People really like to have... Well, it's really catchy for sure. If it's performed well and done well, it might qualify. So that's Malta, Taboo. Wow. Throughout the years, Malta writes, I would say, one of the best Eurovision entries. They just sometimes play too safe with them. They don't experiment much. Again, it's pretty dark performance, like a lot of dark performances this year. But it doesn't go with the song for sure. It's like so typical Maltese song. Okay, it looks like for Junior Eurovision a bit. I don't like the song, I'm sorry. The song doesn't do anything special. I already don't remember it. Hungary. It looks a bit high. Okay, that looks like a drug band or something. I don't understand a word. The song is not Eurovision song for sure. Only the good performance, only the visual captivating, interesting performance will save it. Because Eurovision fans don't vote for such songs. Eurovision viewers will find it a bit disturbing. It's not qualifying. I still need my ears to listen to other entries after you guys. Okay, here's the deal, guys. I shouldn't be commenting on this because that's my country. I'll try to do that in the context of all the entries I've heard before. Okay, the song is really jazzy. Nice voice. It's similar to Aminata's performance for sure. It's inspired by that, I guess. While Aminata was edgy, this is like too sex song. I know she's from Brazil. Now it really looks like a rip-off of Aminata's performance. For sure, I don't like this part. It's just too sleazy. Pretty, I would say, egoistic theme to write such song, because she doesn't sing about love, she sings about lust. I've been caught off guard a bit. Maybe this could actually qualify, but it's not Eurovision style song. And that's Swedish live performance. So I'm happy for him, he finally got it. I like his songs in previous years, I guess, a little bit more. The performance is definitely interesting and visually, original. He's not doing like projections or something. Like Sweden are always going for something innovative. And this is something Sweden will do every year right now. 80s are coming back for sure, at least in Sweden. There is no final imaginable without Sweden. I'm sorry, there was one here. And there was a big drama afterwards. Yeah. When you hear Serbian, it's like, it's just a song about, broken heart and sad love. Did he say vodka? Sorry, I'm just thinking like Serbia and Montenegro. They separated, their entries are not really different. It's just like we have now 2 entries from Serbia and Montenegro. The Slavic broken heart theme, which they drill all over and over every year. I will say that it won't qualify, but still, Serbian language, violin, broken love, Slavic suffering kind of goes really good in Eurovision. So now it's Slovenia. Reminds me of Romania last year. I love this song. It's edgy. It can really have really nice visual performance as well. She won't sing in English, I'm pretty sure about that. I love this moment of the, I would have this more in the song. Goes in the same family as Czech Republic's song. Ukraine, the last year's host country, and I assume this song will be about the end of the world as well. He doesn't have Russian accent, which was in the case of Belarus like really bad. Does he have a problem with eyes or something? This will be definitely scary Eurovision with so many apocalyptic songs and looks. I like this song. I don't know whether in Ukraine they have insurance for stage artists. I see it qualifying for sure. We rarely imagine final without Ukraine in Eurovision. And now I'll react to 3 automatic qualifiers from this semi-final. And it's Italy now. Non mi avete mente. Non mi avete fatto niente. Rhythmic language. Man, you're throwing too much of Italian on us. This year you're not my favorite for sure, as it was last year. The song is really nice. The message is too complicated to understand 2 male singers. We don't see it very often in Eurovision. Oh, I really like his voice. It's France. Merci, madame, monsieur. Okay. They seem very judgy there in France. Like, I don't give a fuck French style, and I love it. God, France, this song is good, but you just don't do good in Eurovision. And it's not because you do bad songs. At least I understand what merci means, and that's really good. I liked Alma last year better. And now the country where I'm actually making these videos for you and living in Germany. Germany, please, give something good to me. He has really small eyes. It's that person with big eyes. He has really good voice, like really good voice. It's a ballad, it's really nice. Okay. The stage looks so small for Germany. Germany, I'm not blown away. Damn. So guys, this was my reaction for the entries of the second semi-final. After watching live performances of all the entries in both semi-finals, as well as automatic qualifiers, I can summarize. This year Eurovision wants to scare the shit out of us. Moreover, there's so much black and scary clothing. Just look in the left eye of Ukrainian participant. And of course, the hats. And many songs have this apocalyptic kind of theme about the end of the world, that the monsters are coming, the end is near, we're turning into animals, trying to, lecture us on what to do. Also, what I've noticed, many same-gender couples. Another positive thing in my opinion, all automatic qualifiers, except Germany, sing in their own native language, which is beautiful. So what do you think about my first reaction to the entries of the second semi-final, or maybe your country's entry? What was your first reaction when you first saw and heard any of these entries? Please let me know that in comments. Put thumbs up for this video to see more from me, and subscribe to stay tuned for my top 10 Eurovision entries this year based on this first reaction, and to know which songs grew on me and which I won't even remember after a week. Also, click on the alert button to know when the new video is out. And remember, stay Eurovisioned.